What's up, everybody? Glad to be bringing you yet another figure review. Today we are going to be visiting the Masters of the Universe Origins line, and this review is going to be over a figure and vehicle. These both, the figure and the vehicle, I have very fond childhood memories about, and if you've been checking out your local Targets, they are just starting to hit after the Target reset, so if you're looking for it, watch this review. Decide if you want it and run out and get one before they're gone, because there are nasty rumors around that Masters of the Universe Origins is going away. But we'll address that later. For now, we are going to review Mekaneck and the Ground Ripper. Let's talk about it. So yeah, like I said, this set is just now hitting Target stores, so you should hopefully be able to find it. I think my store got 2 of them in. I was able to order it online and go pick it up. It was easy peasy. But yeah, this is something I've been looking forward to since they announced it months ago, and I have really fond memories of playing with Mekaneck, and we're going to talk about the modern Origins Mekaneck during the review, but he does not have the feature the classic one did. If you remember, you twisted his torso and his neck went up. This new one doesn't have that. They've replaced that play feature with just a swappable neck piece, and we'll see how that goes and what we think of it now in 2023. But I am looking forward to it. I also remember playing with the Ground Ripper and putting my figures in it and just shoving it down the sidewalk and just having a blast. So I was really looking forward to this set. I am really forward to getting it out of the package. But just real quick disclaimer on what I said earlier. I'm a little late to the game versus some other outlets, but it's worth mentioning. There are some talks, there are some videos, rumors going around that Masters of the Universe Origins, Masterverse, all those are going away. They are going to be discontinued this year after mid-2023. Stores aren't going to carry them anymore, and it's going away. Now, no one that is saying this has produced any actual proof, as what they like to say, receipts. And I'm one of those people like, hey, I will take things at what they're said with a grain of salt, and maybe it's true, maybe it's not. My questions would be this. First of all, back in October, Mattel straight up said Masters of Universe Origins is going nowhere. And I assume that carries on to Masterverse as well. We have a movie coming out, second season to Revelations coming out. I don't know about the cartoon show, the CGI one, but I know they made a new season recently. Frogmonger just came up for pre-order a day or two ago. And we still have Eternia for 2024. And Snake Mountain was announced for Christmas of this year. So, if a line is going to stop, it doesn't add up to me. Now, there are other things that you can talk about. Well, maybe it's being changed from Origins to a different name. And maybe that's it. But my gut feeling is that the modern representation of Masters of the Universe figures that we all knew growing up is going nowhere. And if it is, we've had a hell of a run as collectors. They've pumped out a lot of figures in 3 years. I'm shocked. I mean, you can look over my shoulder and see, I've got a lot of figures up, more that you can't see. And if it is going away, then it's been a hell of a run, and we should celebrate it for what it was. But my gut's telling me it's not going anywhere, at least not in 2023. But beyond that, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. That being said, we now return to our regularly scheduled programming, and that is to get Mekaneck and this Ground Ripper out of the package, or at least look at the package and then get it out, because I want to play with it right now. Okay, so here we are. We have Mekaneck and the Ground Ripper, formerly known as the Road Ripper, I believe, back in the day. I can't remember. I just remember it was the green car. That was what I called it, and it was fun to play with. I did know Mekaneck's name because Mekaneck did not come with the Ground Ripper, Road Ripper back in the day. I don't think any character came with it, actually. I don't know. It's been 35 years since I've, played with this thing. But yeah, it looks fantastic. Of course, we have that beautiful Masters of the Universe artwork. We've got Mekaneck leaving Castle Grayskull on the Ground Ripper, and some lava. And of course, we've got two different pieces for the front nose cone. We've got Mekaneck and his accessories, and nothing really on the side of it. Sorry, I'm running out of room because this is a fairly big box. But if we go to the back, of course, we have more beautiful artwork of Mekaneck hiding, extending his neck, and we've got Tongue Lasher and King Hiss looking over at Eternia, or the Eternia playset, the Three Towers. And over here we got some random lizard crawling up on the Ground Ripper. Mekaneck races the high-speed Ground Ripper to scout out evil enemies encroaching on the battlefield. And then here, modernizing and celebrating the original 80s Master of the Universe action figures, Master of the Universe Origins, gives you the power to pose Eternia's greatest warriors as retro-style figures or in new action-packed battle positions. And of course, they have here's how you extend the neck now on the character. It is a swap-out piece. You can replace the mantle of the vehicle with a secondary head. And of course, you can push it and make it go forward. And down here for 2023, we have the Snake Men, Ratlor, and Cobra Khan, and the Rulers of the Sun, Boltman. And then finally, you have Snake Armor He-Man and the Ground Ripper and Mekaneck as your heroic warriors. But yeah, beautiful artwork as always, but let's get into what's inside. All right, free from the plastic prison. Ground Ripper, aka Road Ripper, and Mekaneck. First impressions off of this is that the Ground Ripper feels great. Not too light, not too heavy. Just kind of that perfect balance between weight and, but like you could drop it and it's not going to shatter. It's kind of the first impression I get just lifting it up. Of course, it does come with the interchangeable, I think they call it a mantle, just pops right off, and the second one pops right on. And I don't remember the original having this, so if somebody can drop me a comment and say, hey, what's this second head used for, or mantle, I would really appreciate it. I mean, it looks cool. Both have stickers on it, so you've got decals all over that have been placed for you, so you don't have to worry about stickers. On the old one, I think you had to put the stickers on it, so I appreciate that I don't have to do this anywhere. I think I like the original more. So I'm going to put the original one back on it. Makes it look cool. Kind of wish I had two of them now so I could showcase one of each, but, it is what it is. Of course, it has this little seat belt. It's just like the original from what I remember. Nothing different. Hold your figure in place. And yeah, it's got its two wheels in the back and its one wheel in the front. Not much more to say about it. So we'll set that to the side. And of course, we have the star figure of the set, Mekaneck. Now, I know there's a lot of folks that are like, hey, it's a deluxe figure, so to speak, or a figure with a vehicle. Why doesn't it have the extendo neck feature? And I can't say I disagree. I love taking my Mekaneck and just doing that and watching his neck pop up. Now, I also remember, though, being very annoyed that I could only make him stand like this with his neck up. So, what am I talking about? Well, first things first, this is the standard He-Man buck with a very rubberish, these aren't like the hard plastic, if you recall. These are soft goods, soft plastic, so it's very pliable. And of course, you've got Mekaneck without his action feature. It's just, in this case, it's just a pop of the head. And we will leave his body right here. And you have the extending neck function. So, go ahead and, I don't know which one's the front, to be honest. They are different. This one has a little indentation on this side, but not on this side. So, I'm going to guess it goes this way. A little more detail. Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't have the original anymore to compare it to. But it goes on just like that. And then you pop his head on like that. And voila, you have Mekaneck. You have a Mekaneck that not only has the extendo neck feature, but now can face forward without his body twisted. And I do appreciate that. And at the end of the day, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with the feature not being there because I'm still able to get that functionality by just swapping essentially a headpiece out and adding a new one. And I'm probably going to leave him displayed like this, to be honest. He does come with his accessory, which I saw on another YouTube channel, and I never even thought about it because it's open on this end. I just always thought this was some weird club. But someone said it's actually like a binocular. He can hold it up to his eye, which will not do very well right now, given his neck. But you get the idea. He's supposed to hold it up and look through it, because he's a scout. And that makes sense to me, and I never thought it's like a 2-in-1. So that's really cool. I can't remember who said that. Otherwise, I give credit. But I didn't know that. Maybe you guys knew it. Drop me a comment if you already knew that and say, hey, Mark, you're way off your game, which is completely possible. But yeah, so let's take Mekaneck and his accessory out of his hand momentarily. Let's put him back down to standard neck mode. I do like that they chrome the eyes, by the way. Very cool. Or mask, whatever you want to call it. Let's get Mekaneck in his. Get him down in here. Slap him in. Safety first, of course. Oh, it's just like I remember having to stretch it out. The seatbelt, just like back in the day. Cool. Look at this. And give him his weapon. He's got autopilot. He doesn't need to hold on to any... I guess doesn't have a steering wheel. But yeah, there we go. Very cool. So yeah, and then of course you can readjust his head so he's not staring directly into that. But there we go. Is this worth picking up? Absolutely. There is no reason for a Masters of the Universe fan not to own this. Unless it's simply a price thing, of course. But it displays cool. The figure's cool. Obviously, you can put any heroic warrior you want on this. And it's a cool plaything. I'm actually going to go let my 16-month-old play with this because he's just getting into cars. So he likes things that run on the ground, and this thing's an appropriate size. Mekaneck not included. But yeah, if you made it this far, can you give me a like? I'd really appreciate it. It helps the channel out. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm delivering videos a couple times a week between G.I. Joe, Masters of the Universe. Those are kind of my two big ones. But occasionally I branch out into wrestling or whatever other figure might catch my eye at the local toy store or Walmart or Target. So, leave a like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Tell me if this is something you're going to pick up or if you already have. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys soon.